Hello, dear students. So let's start with the next class of specifically Basidiomycetes. Next class of fungi, that is Basidiomycetes. Okay. So here we are going to this Basidiomycetes, which are known as club fungi. In this, they are commonly known forms of Basidiomycetes are mushroom, bracket fungi, and puffballs. So this belong to Basidiomycetes. What are they? We will discuss here. So these are the mushroom. So if somebody asks what are mushroom, they are mushroom are the fungi, but which if they belong to which class, then you should answer that it is Basidiomycetes. Then these are the bracket fungi which grow like a bracket on the shelf of wood or in the particular bracket or the wood blocks. So because of this, it is known as bracket fungi or shelf. And these are some ball-like fungi which are known as puffballs. And these puffballs are known as puffballs because they release spore in a group in a puff. Now, these are commonly known as club fungi, as we know this. When we talk about their growth, it is known that they grow on particularly soil, on logs as well. They can grow also on tree stumps, and in living plant bodies is parasite. So some of the known species of parasite Basidiomycetes are rust and smut. What are they are? They are rust and smut. So if we talk further, the asexual spore are generally not formed, but vegetative reproduction by fragmentation is common. Yes, one of the important statement of NCERT that you should know that asexual spores are not found or generally not found in case of Basidiomycetes. Okay, vegetative reproduction by fragmentation. The mycelium is branched and septate. Obviously, they are the higher fungi. So higher fungi, the mycelium should be septate. As septate, then it is a monokaryotic, and they have a particular branched mycelium. So you can see this is the diagram of branched mycelium, branched hyphae with the monokaryotic or semi-uninucleated condition. Then, when we talk about sexual reproduction, in sexual reproduction, sex organs are absent. So, dear student, you should remark this, and that's the important point that sex organ is not found in case of the Basidiomycetes. But plasmogamy is brought about by the fusion of vegetative or somatic hyphae. To vegetative or somatic hyphae directly fuse of a primary mycelium. And that is of different state or different phenotype. So such a way, the fusion of two hyphae occurs. This is the particular life cycle, but we will discuss this life cycle in detail by a diagrammatic view. The resultant structure in dikaryotic and produces a dikaryotic mycelium, which ultimately gives rise to basidia. So, dear students, you should mark that in Basidiomycetes, two types of mycelium are found. Initially, uninucleated mycelium is found, that is known as monokaryotic mycelium or primary mycelium. But after the dikaryoticization, the two nucleus will be present in its cell, so it is known as dikaryotic mycelium or secondary mycelium. And that secondary mycelium is responsible for giving rise to the basidia. I will show you this diagrammatic. Okay, so this is the thing. Now, some more important points are there with respect to this Basidiomycetes that we need to mark. Okay, so in that we have studied that my Basidiomycetes have a branch septate, but sometimes you will get a question that which type of septum is found in case of this Basidiomycetes. Then the answer is Dolichopor septum is found in case of Basidiomycetes. Whereas in Ascomycetes, we have studied that there is a presence of simple pore septum. In Dolichopor septum, what happens? Suppose this is the septate mycelium, and if I look at this particular septum in detail, it is look like this. look like this. This are known as extension, which are known as particularly what a barrel-like outgrowths, and this boundary of pore is spread on both sides and it is known as parenthesome. Actually, no need to remember parenthesome, but this is large enough to allow the particular flow of nucleus as well as cytoplasm between the two adjacent cells. Because of this large site septum is known as septum, and it can allow the transport of nucleus as well as cytoplasm between the adjacent cells. Okay, just I told you there is a presence of two type of mycelium. In case of one is primary mycelium, and in primary mycelium if we see the hyphae are monokaryotic, but another type of mycelium is secondary mycelium, and the secondary mycelium look like this. That is dikaryotic. Each cell has the two nucleus. Then we will study that about the sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, we have studied that there is asexual spores are generally not found, but mainly we talk about sexual reproduction. And when we talk about sexual reproduction, basidiomycetes occur by two methods. And this sexual reproduction occurs by two methods. And in this two method, one is somatogamy, and another one is spermatization. In both of this, what happens that we have discussed already during the types of plasmogamy. But we remember that this somatogamy is known to occur in Ustilago and Agaricus. Ustilago, a smut fungi, and Agaricus, that is mushroom. In both of this, the type of sexual reproduction method occurs, that is somatogamy. But when we talk about spermatization, then the examples of spermatization or in spermatization, we have seen that this occurs in case of Pulsing. So we will discuss about these examples later on. It is known as rust fungi, and this Ustilago is known as spot fungi. First, we talk about somatogamy. How does somatogamy occur in case of basidiomycetes? When we talk about somatogamy, we come to know that in this, the two septate hyphae are there. And this is representing plus hyphae. And this is representing minus hyphae. Now this plus hyphae and minus hyphae, both this cell and this cell fuse, and is known as plasmogamy. So they come in contact and they fuse, and after fusion, the intermediate cell have a two nucleus, but here each nucleus has a single cell. Now this two nucleus cell is known as dikaryon. And this dikaryon occur, and that dikaryonic condition is long lived, so we can say the dikaryophase is long lived. But later on, this dikaryon, see, this was the primary mycelium, but dikaryoticization occurs, and particularly dikaryon phase is observed. Now, after dikaryon phase, you will see that clamp connection will occur to form a secondary mycelium. And in clamp connection, you see like this condition. This handle-like outgrowth are known as clamp connection. So it has a single nucleus. It has a single nucleus. It has a two nucleus. So this two nucleus condition, dikaryotic condition, are spread to this term, and the whole mycelium will be dikaryotic. And this is secondary mycelium. This is secondary. What this 2 degree, if I write, then you should understand that is a secondary. Now, secondary mycelium is formed, that is a dikaryotic mycelium. After the secondary mycelium, what will happen? The dikaryotic cell will form a basidium. And this is a having two nucleus, and this is basidium. Now, this two nucleus move to this particular basidium, and after this, karyogamy occurs. And so karyogamy, the diploid nucleus is formed here. After this diploid nucleus, the meiosis will occur. And this meiosis are produced like this. Meiosis, after meiosis, the basidiospores are produced. And this basidiospore are produced like this. When we talk about this basidiospore are produced exogenously over the particular basidium, and this basidiospore will form new mycelium on germination. So how this life cycle of somatogamy goes on, that we have discussed. So initially it was primary mycelium. After fusion, dikaryotic cell will be formed. The dikaryotic cell condition will be spread to the whole mycelium by a clamp connection. Then the basidium will be arised from the dikaryotic cells. Basidium will produce, will undergo karyogamy. Nucleus will get fused. After nucleus, we will see that diploid nucleus, the meiosis will occur, and basidiospore are produced exogenously. So this is how the somatogamy occurs, and that is the important part of this. So from this study, we can say the basidiospore are the sexual spore, but they are produced exogenously. So what we can write? Basidiospore is sexual spore, but it is produced exogenously over Basidium. Whereas in ascospore, we have discussed that it is a sexual spore, but it is formed endogenously in ascomycete. Okay, so I hope you are clear with this. Now, after the formation of basidiospore, if we talk, then there is a presence of basidiocarp, which are known as fruiting bodies. Okay, so fruiting body is formed by surrounding the basidium, hyphae of surrounding to the basidium will grow and form a basidiocarp. So, basidiocarp, if we see, it is a fruiting body, and this fruiting body, if you see, it is specifically formed in Basidiomycetes, and it is formed around Basidium by surrounding hyphae. Okay. Apart from this, we have also discussed the particular rust fungus and rust fungus vaccinia, particular spermatization occur, and in spermatization we have also discussed that the non-motile spore is produced, that is known as spermatia, and when spermatia reach to the female receptive hyphae, is not going to, here what see important is not egg is not produced, here male gamete is only produced, male gamete is fusing with the receptive hyphae, there it is spermatization, as we have discussed that. Okay, so this is the matter. So karyogamy and meiosis takes place in the basidium, producing 4 basidiospores. Okay, you can see here, these are the basidium. These are shown in the particular detailed hyphae of mushroom. This is the fruiting body, dikaryotic. This is the red mycelium. This is the particular whole body, and these are the basidium. And you can see over basidium, the basidium are produced. Then you can see the another diagram. In this another diagram, you can see particularly one cell is there initially, okay, but after that, particularly after particular meiosis, 4 nucleus are formed. After 4, this 4 nucleus form 4 basidiospores over the basidium, okay, and exogenously they are produced. So the basidiospore are exogenously produced on the basidium. Plural is basidia. The basidia are arranged in fruiting bodies called a basidiocarp. You can see the fruiting body is given here. Some common members of Basidiomycetes include Agaricus. As you can see, this is the mushroom, and the genus of mushroom is Agaricus. The complete name is Agaricus campestris, and it is edible. Then another example is Ustulagos mud fungus, as we have discussed in spermatogamy. This type of disease they cause. Then another one is the rust fungus, that is Vaccinia. You can see it causes rust on the leaf and different parts of the plant. Then polyporus, that is a bracket fungi, it grow like a bracket on the plant. You can see it is shell fungi. We have seen diagram earlier one diagram as well. Then the lycoperdon, which is a compost. You can see this is the lycoperdon, which release the sporing group. So these are some of the examples. Now in this, some detailing of examples is required. So I will discuss some of the important detailing which is with respect to some of this particular topics. And in that, we are going to talk about first one, that is smut fungi. When we talk about smut fungus, it is known that it causes smut disease on plant. Okay, it causes smut fungus, and smut fungus usual genus is Ustilago. And this Ustilago causes a smut disease. Okay, or we can say particularly it infects seed and from black spore inside seed. Same way, this is the important thing that you should remember that they affect mainly the seed. And one of the species of this Ustilago genus that we should remember that is Ustilago nudatritis. And this Ustilago nudatritis cause loose smut of it. It causes loose smut of wheat. And here, this is this loose smut of wheat means here spores are arranged on the surface in a loosely form, and this spread by infected flowers and fruits. Spread by infected flowers and fruits. So this is the first one. Second example, one of the known example of the Basidium iceberg that is rust fungus. This rust fungi is Oxygen. And when we talk about rust fungus Oxinia, if we talk about the life cycle, then this rust fungi is specifically, if we talk about, it is heteroecious fungi. It causes rust disease in the plants, and it is a heteroecious fungi because its life cycle on two hosts. Means it needed two host plants to complete its life cycle. And in that two hosts, we know that there is a primary host and secondary host. The primary host is wheat, and secondary host, if we talk, the secondary host is also known as alternate or literal host. And that is barbell. That is barbell. So this is the what rust fungus is. Now, when we see the life cycle of this rust fungus, we come to know that it required different type of spores to complete its life cycle. Okay, required five types of spore to complete life cycle. So because of this, its life cycle is known as macrocyclic. And the five type of spore which are produced here, in that there is a particularly we can say cnidiospore, then acidiospore, Then third one is Basidiospore. Fourth is Iridospore. The fourth one is Iridospore, and fifth one is Teleutospore. In all of this, Ichnidiospore is haploid and Basidiospore is haploid. Remaining three are in N plus N condition. And when we see the life cycle, then it is known that these two spores are developed on wheat, this on soil, and this two particularly. So this develop on the barberry and this develop on the wheat. So this way, a particular thing occurs. What happens actually? Acidiospores infect the wheat, and in wheat, teleutospore will be found, then teleutospore will be released, and from that, basidiospore will be arised, and basidiospore will infect barberry. At that time, they will be termed as ichnidiospore, and they will form acidiospores. So this is a somewhat more detailed thing. Just you remember which are the N plus and which are N, then it is more than enough. No need to go in further detail. Now, there are different species of Coccinia which cause a rust in wheat. In this, we will talk about some of the species. In one species is that Coccinia graminis. And when we talk about Coccinia graminis is known to cause a black rust. It is known to black rust of wheat. Then another is Coccinia recondita. When we talk about Coccinia recondita, it causes brown rust. Of wheat. The last species is Coccinia striformis. And this Coccinia striformis causes a yellow rust. Of wheat. Okay, so this is the life cycle of this particular Coccinia, which involve different spore and different hosts, and that life cycle was discovered by Professor K.C. Mehta, like a lot of hard work. So this is the second example which we have discussed in detail, that is Coccinia rust fungus. After this, we are going to talk about another some examples, and that we talk about the third example, that is mushroom. When we talk about mushroom, actually Basidiocarp is visible, and in this mushroom are of two types. One is edible mushroom, and one is poisonous mushroom. When we talk about this poisonous mushroom are known as a toadstool, and this are non-edible. That cannot be eatable. But edible mushroom are here, and the genus of edible mushroom is Agaricus. And in that genus Agaricus, one species is named, that is Agaricus campestris, edible. And apart from this, there are other species like Agaricus bisporus. These all are particularly edible. This Agaricus bisporus is also a most delicious mushroom. Whereas when we talk about toadstool, poisonous mushroom, then the genus Amanita is famous. And here the name of the species which belong to this, that is Amanita muscaria. And this Amanita muscaria is world's most poisonous mushroom, but it has a hallucinogenic property. Hallucinogenic property means a person has some illusion that this some event has happened, but in reality that has not happened till that. So it will be a particular considered as a hallucinogenic property. Now, when we talk about this Agaricus genus, it is known as that this Agaricus genus is also known as gill fungi because gill-like pores are present in their fruiting body. Okay, so when we see the Agaricus diagram, it will look like this. And like this diagram is observed. And here, the presence of several gills. And this part is known as pilus. This part is known as stalk or particularly style. Now, when we see the cross section of this particular pilus, you will see that there is a presence of certain gills particularly present like this. And these gills are found here, so because of this, it is known as gill fungi. Now, this agaricus also grow in a ring. When they grow, they, in monsoon season mainly, you will see that they grow like this in a ring. And when they grow in ring, these rings are known as fairy rings. Okay. So, fruiting body look grow like this rings. So, because of these they are known as fairy rings. That is the third example. Apart from this, next example which we are going to talk, that is bracket fungi or cell fungi. And we have already discussed this bracket fungi are also known as shell fungi, and this cell fungi grow on the wood in like a bracket. Okay, so they grow on wood means they are epixylic. Okay, and their footing body are bracket like, because of this they are called as bracket fungi. Now after this, the fifth example which we can discuss, that is the puffballs. Now in puffballs, if we discuss, this is a saprophytic fungi. Now the fruiting body of this fruit, particularly puffballs, is large and beautiful, and sometimes it is known that if you are touched, the fruiting body bursts and violently and release the black powder, means residue spores in a group outside. Because of this, we can say the spores are released in a puff, in a group. Because of this, it is known as puffballs. So what we can write? Fruiting body burst and release spore outside suddenly. Because of this, it is known as puffballs. And in puffballs, the known example is Lycoperdon, which is a known genus. Okay. Apart from this, Clavetia is known, which is also found in here. And from Clavetia genus of this, clementine anti-cancerous drug is obtained. Okay. Then, so known bird nest fungi are also there. So remember that point also, that the cythus and medullaria, they are commonly known as birds nest fungi because their fitting body resemble bird nest. So because of this, it is known as bird nest fungi. And these are the different examples of Basidiomycetes. And dear student, Basidiomycetes over. Now after this Basidiomycetes, we are going to talk about the last class of fungus, and the last class of fungus is nothing but Eutromycetes. Dear student, this is the small class, but we remember it is the last class, and these Eutromycetes are known as fungi imperfect type. Now here imperfect type means sexual reproduction is not occurring, sexual stages are not seen, only they reproduce by imperfect stage or asexual stage. Because of this, they are known as fungi imperfect. So they are known as imperfect fungi because only asexual or vegetative stages of this fungi are known, sexual stages are known. But if someday the sexual stages are not discovered, then we are going to put them in this particular fungus. But later in life, when the sexual forms of this fungi will be discovered, they will not be kept or they will not be retained in this Eutromycetes, but they will be moved out of this class into the class where they rightly belong. And usually that classes are that classes are Esco or Basidiomycetes. So they will be moved out of this Eutromycetes when sexual stages will be discovered and kept in Esco and Basidiomycetes. Okay. Now, in Eutromycetes, it is also possible that the asexual and vegetatives have been seen in one name. Now, what happens if sexual stages get discovered? Initially, when vegetative stages are known, when asexual stages are known, and when it was placed into Eutromycetes, that is given a one name. But when it is moved to the another group, when sexual stage get discovered, it is placed in another class by giving another name. So when the later the linkages get established, the fungi are correctly identified and moved out of the Eutromycetes. When the perfect stage of member of Eutromycetes were discovered, they are often moved to the Esco or Basidiomycetes that we have discussed. Eutromycetes reproduce only by asexual spore known as conidia. This is the one of the important point usually you get in the question. The asexual reproduction in Eutromycetes occur by conidia. Then the mycelium, if you see of the Eutromycetes, it is of higher fungi, that is septate and branched, and if it is separated and branched, then it is obviously monokaryotic or single nucleated. When we talk about nutrition, some members of saprophytes are known to be, some members of this Eutromycetes are known to be saprophytes or parasites. They can be dependent on the dead organic matter, or they can be dependent on the living organism matter, while the large number of them are decomposer of litter, means a large number of them are saprophytes, and they help in mineral cycling. And this is the most important question you will get in this particularly several times in exam. They ask directly which are known to be decomposer of litter and help in mineral cycling, then we should be able to answer that they are nothing but Eutromycetes. And when we talk about examples, some examples are Alternaria, Coleoptericum, Trichoderma. These all belong to this particularly uh, Neutromycetes. You can see this is the diagram of septate branched fungus, that is Alternaria. Then it is a Coleoptericum which causes red rot disease, Alternaria, so early blight disease. I will make you to write what the more necessary information. Then red rot, the red discoloration occur on the stem, red rot of sugarcane. It is caused by the particularly Coleoptericum. Then this is the trichoderma fungus which cause athlete's foot. Okay. So here now we are going to talk about some of the examples which are related to this. Okay. And in that example, dear student, these are fungi imperfecta stages. So we will talk about some of the examples which are necessary. And in example of Neutromycetes, we are going to talk about first example, that is Alternaria solani. And it is known that this Alternaria solani is responsible to cause early blight of potato. Means blight develops early in the season. Okay, on the potato. We have also studied about late blight of potato, but in the first class, that is oomycetes, and that is caused by the Phytophthora infestum. So in first class we have studied late blight of potato. In this last class we are going to study early blight of potato. Then another example is Cercospora personata. When we talk about this Cercospora personata, this Cercospora personata causes Ticca disease of brown. Okay. Then third example is Coleoptericum falciparum. And when we talk about this Coleoptericum falciparum, this causes a red rot of sugarcane. And we have seen the diagram of this particular Coleoptericum falciparum red rot on the previous slide. And the fourth example is Helminthosporium oryzae. This Helminthosporium oryzae causes leaf spot of rice. Okay. Apart from this, the next example is Trichoderma, Trichophyton, and Microsporum. This Microsporum and Trichophyton that causes ringworm in human, and that is a ringworm of foot in which you will find eczema and itching. Apart from this, one more is known, that the Trichophyton introdigitorum, the species of Trichophyton that is causes the athlete foot disease in human, or ringworm foot disease. So one of the known species of this, that is Trichophyton interdigitate, okay, that cause ringworm of foot or athlete foot disease. So these are the one of the known example of this. Now we are going to discuss one of the last example in next slide, which will make us to understand how the asexual stage of Deuteromycetes is given one name and placed in Deuteromycetes, and when the another name is given in the sexual stage, then move to the another class. And if we talk about that example, then the example of this is Gibberella fusicori. See, in Deuteromycetes, the belonging species is Fusarium moniliforme. And this Fusarium moniliforme is the name of the fungus which is kept in Deuteromycetes. So it is an imperfect or asexual stage, and that belong to the Deuteromycetes. Now this Fusarium moniliforme are placed in Deuteromycetes, but when they are moved out of this, then sexual stage discovered. The sexual stage is known as Gibberella fusicori. This Gibberella fusicori is a perfect or sexual stage of this Deuteromycetes fungus, and this is now placed in Ascomycetes. Because of this, we call Gibberella fusicori as a perfect stage of Fusarium moniliforme. Means a sexual stage of Fusarium moniliforme, and that is one of the important known example that is shown. Okay, dear students. So this is all about Deuteromycetes. Now we are going to discuss some of the questions of this Deuteromycetes, of this fungus. So you will get thorough through this topic. So let's talk about the questions. The first question is, fusion of two similar type of gametes is called, dear students. It is a fusion of gametes. You know that when two similar types of gametes fuse, it is known as isogamy. The second question is, Ascomycetes are also called as. So we have studied the common name of different fungus, and you know that the Ascomycetes are known as sac fungi. The another one, algal fungi, is nothing but Phycomycetes. Club fungi is Basidiomycetes, and imperfect fungi is Deuteromycetes. Floating body ascocarp without any opening is called. Yes, without any opening means it should be closed. And for the close, the term that is used, that is Clistothecium. So answer becomes that is a Clistothecium, and this Clistothecium type of floating bodies or ascocarp are found in Penicillium. Which one? Penicillium. Then the most extensive studied fungi for biochemical and genetic work. Dear students, this we have studied that the fungus is Neurospora crassa, which is also known as a pink mold, and this Neurospora crassa belongs to the Ascomycetes, and it was used in different biochemical and genetic studies. And due to that, this Neurospora is also known as Drosophila of plant. Okay, then the next one is the only non-motile protozoan are. The non-motile protozoan, if we talk, that is the last group, that is sporozoans, in which locomotory organelle is absent. So that sporozoan becomes the correct answer, which include the plasmodium. Then the thread-like basic structure element of fungus. The thread-like structures are known as hyphae, and when the hyphae form a cross-link structure, the group of hyphae will form a body of fungus, and the body is known as mycelium. The next question is, Phycomycetes, a parasitic fungi that grows on mustard is. Dear student, on mustard, the parasitic fungus of Phycomycetes is Albugocandida, and Albugocandida grow on this mustard, and it cause white rust of crucifers, which this is called by albugo white rust of crucifers. And in this we have studied two species. Albugo, the full name of albugo is Albugocandida. The synonym for Albugocandida is Cystophus candidus. That also we have discussed. So next question is mycorrhiza are. Dear students, mycorrhiza are the association of fungus with the roots of higher plant. So it is a mutualistic association of the plant root and fungus. It is a symbiotic association where both plants and fungi get benefit. And we will discuss about this mycorrhiza in next class as well. So that becomes the correct answer. Next, in fungi, the food material is stored in form of, dear student, that also we have discussed. The stored food in case of fungi is glycogen and oil. Okay. Then the fungus without any mycelium is the without the unicellular fungus do not have a mycelium, so they can be considered as a non-mycelial fungi. So if we talk about the non-mycelial fungi or unicellular fungi, then they are nothing but a yeast, and the genus for yeast is nothing but a Saccharomyces. So Saccharomyces cerevisiae is the correct answer. So food becomes the correct answer. Next to that, the group of organisms with an intervening dikaryotic phase. Dear students, intervening dikaryotic phase in the life cycle are. So dear students, we have studied that dikaryotic phase. In dikaryotic phase, the cells have two nucleus. And this dikaryotic phase is found in the higher fungi, the septate fungi like Aspo and Basidiomycetes. So if we see the examples, then we can see the Aspo and Basidiomycetes are fungi. So fungi become the correct answer. The next question is the enzyme which is responsible for fermentation secreted by yeast is. Actually, the yeast are Saccharomyces cerevisiae, and Saccharomyces cerevisiae there is the group of enzymes that is known as zymase. Then Ascomycetes are commonly known as, we have discussed this also, that is they are known as sac fungi. Next, unicellular sac fungus among the following is, and that is yeast, and yeast are particular Saccharomyces cerevisiae, so that becomes the correct answer. Next to that, Ascomycetes member used extensively biochemical and genetic work is we have studied, that is Neurospora. Ascomycetes. Basidiomycetes are commonly known as, they are known as club fungi. You know this and you remember this. The fruiting body when the Si containing ascocarp are completely enclosed within a wall is termed as, okay, the particularly completely closed, so completely closed in the cleistophage. The fruiting body of club fungi are called club fungi and fruiting body are known as basidiocarp, and club fungi are mushroom related Basidiomycetes. Then in agaricus, that is a mushroom, the structure in which reductional division takes place is, so reductional division takes place that is within the basidium, and basidiospora are produced exogenously. Which of the following group is not comprised of sac fungi? Which of the following is not belong to the Ascomycetes? So if according to the particular examples, Morels and Truffles are the edible Ascomycetes, yeast are unicellular Ascomycetes. So mushroom remain as an answer. So mushrooms are not comprised of in a sac fungi. Next to that, we talk about another question, that is asexual spora generally now not found in the following fungi. This is the one of the important question. It is NCERT based question, so you should be able to answer this. And this is nothing but a Basidiomycetes in which asexual spore are generally not found. Then number of spore produced by each basidium is, usually each basidium produces 4 basidiospore exogenously by meiosis. The basidiospores are produced by meiosis, so they are the asexual spore or meiospores. The other term if we discuss, mitospore is given. Mitospore is the asexual spore. It is formed by mitosis. Okay. Last meiocyte is the diploid cell which undergo meiosis. But meiospore are the spore which are produced by meiosis, and these are the basidiospore are haploid that produced by meiosis. Next question. Deuteromycetes are commonly known as, you know that very well, they are known as fungi imperfecti. So if the imperfecti fungi becomes the correct answer. Then the asexual spore produced by Deuteromycetes are known as asexual spore which are produced by Deuteromycetes, that are conidia which are produced exogenously, and these are mitospore. Imperfect fungus that cause early blight in potato, that is Alternaria solani. We have discussed this example. Red rot of sugarcane is caused by the Coleotrichum falcatum. Red rot pathogen belongs to which? So it belongs to the Deuteromycetes, that is red rot of sugarcane, that is Coleotrichum falcatum. So dear students, these are some of the preliminary questions which we have discussed with respect to fungi, and we have dealt with fungi in detail from starting from their structure, their general characteristics, their different reproduction methods, in that different types of sexual methods. Then we have discussed class like Phycomycetes. In Phycomycetes, we have discussed Oomycetes and Zygomycetes, then Basidiomycetes, Eutromycetes, and this all we have discussed in detail. And we have discussed also some of the preliminary questions. Okay, dear students. So I hope you are now clear and thorough with this fungus. So thank you. Thank you all.